Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, been holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing. If you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for
Hello, hello, hello. Happy birthday to Bill. I will sing you a song in a minute after I drink more of my Red Bull. Although I did do some vocal warm-up exercises. Oh, Donald! Donald, you stole the pink! Oh, Jesus. There's going to be a riot. I'm just joking. As always, we love it around here. Who gets to be pink? Beverly, I may not be up to date on the conversation. Very confused. But I'm so glad you're here. Seriously, happy birthday, Bill. What a day it's been already. I know it's been tough for a lot of people. So, but on the other hand, we have Bill. I wanted, Bill, you reminded me a little bit of a story when you, mentioned how many days you've been around. So if I'm correct, oh, that's okay, Beverly. I love it. Makes me laugh. Am I right in saying that you said you had been around 25,202 days? Please correct me if I'm wrong. That does remind me of a story. 25,202. A person that I know, hi Vicky, described life to me as a series of matchsticks. Each day is a matchstick. And at the end of your life, you don't really keep all of your matchsticks, but there are special few that stand out and that you keep forever and ever. And I actually have come to realize that that story isn't right. That while you do have special days, the actual joy in life is to cherish each and every day that you have, and not just the special ones. Anyways, what am I rambling about, William? Well, first of all, I want to make you aware that I am so glad you saw an ad. That makes me a little bit happy. Not really, but yeah. I'm mostly convinced YouTube Daddy doesn't show ads some of the time, but I guess he does. So that's great. Happy Friday, Adam! You're peach. Thanks, Mother Paisley. You're welcome. Also, somebody at my work watched the butter churning hearing. Funny that. I wonder how that video got into the algorithm. Anyways, so let's watch Court. We have some Court to watch. Bill, I'm going to sing to you in a couple minutes after we dry our eyes from that amazing speech I just gave about cherishing every fucking matchstick that you've got. All 25,202 of them. And I did say butter churning. Oh my God, people coming out of the woodwork. Because I said butter churning. Actually, I could do that again, but I'm not going to. Maybe this weekend. I hope everybody's having a good day. Let's travel by flu powder. Diddly-doo. Flew. We flew. Ooh, black butter. You could make black butter using charcoal. You could probably make black butter using squid ink. I mean, you could probably dye it, but I'm talking naturally. Truffle. I think you could make a really dark butter with truffle, but it would be very expensive. ADHD kick in. Is this guy wearing a house
A
coat?
motion to confirm child
Is that a
support
house
arrearage.
coat?
May I
Cameron.
have an
Cameron, is that a pink house coat with ocean spray cranberry on it or something? What is that?
a motion to confirm child support arrearage? May I have announcements, please?
Demetrius House for the state of Texas, and the state is ready to proceed.
Your Honor, Sam Flores, on behalf of Mr. Lipsy, we're ready, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Lindsay, please raise your right hand. You swear or affirm the testimony you provide this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Thank you. You can lower your hand, sir.
Thank you.
You did cellulite yoga pants, and that is where that conversation came up, because somebody at my work and her boyfriend were watching, or like they pulled it up, and he obviously went to the comments and he goes, somebody in the comments timestamped when she took her shirt off. And I immediately knew it was probably you.
Yes. The state would like to proceed by asking the court to take judicial notice of its file and all of its contents, specifically the Office of the Attorney General's petition for confirmation of non-agreed child support review order and the attached proposed non-agreed child support review order, confirmation of arrears filed on or about January 19th, 2024. The order on a motion for clarification signed July 10th, 2025, which reserves the issue of confirmation of arrears to this court, and it is signed by all parties, Judge.
This court will take judicial notice of all documents within the court's file, specifically the proposed order as attached and filed on June 23rd, 2025, along with the order to clarify, which was filed on or about July 10th of 2025, with the remaining issue of the confirmation of child support arrearage.
Thank you. Judge, may the state share screen?
Share screen? What are you gonna do, Demetrius? What a name, Demetrius House. I'm a Demetrius House. By the way, I ripped my pants at work yesterday, if anybody wants to laugh at me. Not funny!
The state would like to offer what has been marked as Exhibit A, which is a notice of hearing sent to Ms. Salcedo, giving her instructions on how to log in today.
No objection, Your Honor.
State say admitted.
Additionally, Judge, the state would like to offer what has been marked as Exhibit B, which is a financial activity report associated with this case, with the first entry being November 30th, 2019, as clarified in the most recent order.
No objection, Your Honor.
States be admitted. Thank you.
Judge, the parties have reached an agreement, and the state would like to recite that agreement to the court. The parties have agreed to confirm the arrears of $68,621.22 as of October 31st. However, giving Mr. Livesey a $10,000 direct pay credit towards that judgment, making the final judgment $58,621 with 22 cents to be paid at $100 monthly.
Why is it cent? Why isn't it cents? $68,000. Sir! Even paying $10K and making it down to $58. You probably thought that $10K would let you skate for a while. No, baby. And remember in the state of Texas that judgments are collectible immediately. Just because they set up a payment plan doesn't mean that you can't take other measures to collect a debt like this. owed to you, especially if they happen to have the money. And when people happen to have jobs where they have high child support payments, they sometimes have money. It's funny like that.
Beginning December 1st, 2025. And that concludes the agreement, Judge.
Mr. Flores?
I concur that's the agreement, Judge. I've conferred with Mr. Livesey and he's also in agreement with that, Your Honor.
Anything else, Ms. House?
Judge, if I may briefly call Mr. Livesey? May you state your name?
Cameron Lamar Lipsy.
Okay, did you understand the agreement which was read to the court?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that your agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you asking the court to make that the order of this court?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you believe this agreement is in the best interest of your child?
Yes, ma'am.
No further questions, Judge.
Mr. Flores?
Briefly, Mr. Livesey, you and I had an opportunity to discuss what was recited onto the record concerning the agreement. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And I'll ask you the same. You believe it's in the best interest of the child, yes?
Yes.
And you're asking this court to adopt and approve the agreement?
Yes, sir.
As Courtney
Thank you,
would
Mr.
say,
Livesey.
adopt them
Nothing
out.
further, Your Honor.
Ms. House, anything else?
Nothing further, Judge. The state rests and close.
Okay. Any last words?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then this court will default Ms. Corina Salcedo, and I will confirm the agreement as it was recited on the record here today. It will now be.
Wow, she cut herself off. That's okay. I got more. She does her docket a little different. You know, all in pieces.
Gonzalez, I am the presiding Title
Makes it a little
40
harder
judge
for
for
me.
Court 44 here in El Paso County. The pleading that is before this court is an original petition and suit affecting the parent-child relationship. We have 3 children. May I have announcements, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Brittany Bryant for the state of Texas, and the state is ready to proceed.
Okay. Let the record reflect that Mr. Robert Reyes is present. He is representing himself in this legal action. And we also have Ms. Liliana Castañeda. She too is present and representing herself as well. Ms. Castañeda, are you ready to proceed today, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Reyes, are you ready to proceed today, sir?
Yes.
Both of you, please raise your right hand. Your right hand, Ms. Castañeda. You swear or affirm the testimony you provide this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. You can lower your hands. Ms. Bryant.
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to ask the court to take judicial notice of our filings, specifically the petition in the suit affecting the parent-child relationship that we filed back in.
Oh my god, she has the cutest Texas accent that makes my heart warm. I have a hard time. I will slip into it. I apologize. I do it with everybody I talk to. I just like mimic people. And her accent is so cute. I love it.
In May of 2025. We filed it on May 27, 2025. Yes.
This court will take judicial notice of all documents within the court's file, specifically the pleading that was filed by the Attorney General's office on May 27, 2025, entitled Original Petition and Suit Affecting the Parent-Child Relationship.
Thank you, Your Honor. And we actually have an agreement that we would just like to put on the record. After speaking to both parties, they have both agreed to joint managing conservatorship. They also have agreed to no non-disclosures. They agreed to the standard possession order. And in regards to child support, it has been set at $655 to begin on December the 1st, 2025. We also would like to agree to a judgment of $21,098 in retroactive child support for the 3 children, which is to be paid back in the amount of $156 beginning on December the 1st, 2025. And we would like to reserve the issue of a geographical restriction for the final hearing date of February the 26th at 10:30 a.m.
Okay. And what are the step-down provisions and healthcare provisions?
Dad has agreed to provide healthcare for healthcare and dental insurance for the children. And then the step down provisions.
Is this through his place of employment?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
And what is the cost to him for that?
The cost is, sorry.
Technically, Streamlabs gave you the pink, Donald. I'm gonna sing to Bill here in a minute.
And who is primary?
So mom is primary, they're in her custody, and dad will be the
Okay.
non-custodial parent. And then in terms of health insurance, dad is going to be paying $100 to add the 3 children to his health insurance, and he will be paying $20.23 to add them to his dental plan.
That sounds
Okay.
cheap.
And then did you ask me one more thing? What was the last thing you asked for?
What were the step-down provisions? You said $655 for current support, but I didn't hear the step-down provisions as each child turns 18 or graduates high school.
Okay.
Tropicana cookie sounds good. I'm smoking flapjacks, but it's all gone now. Flapjacks, which is McFlurry and pancakes. Yum! Grammar school, how are you doing? You know, if I start to sing happy birthday to Bill here, they will start to speak. Watch. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bill. Happy birthday to you. Oh, I got it out.
So the first step down is going to be $545 a month. And then the last amount.
He's 25,202 days old.
Would be $436 a month. Double check this.
You are welcome, Bill. Happiest of birthdays to you. Thank you, as always, for your support and the laughs. You always make me laugh. I am sure that your wife
Yes, ma'am. That's
would
correct.
roll her eyes.
Okay, perfect.
The state would like to call first witness, Ms. Castaneda.
Okay.
Can you state your name for the record, please?
Hi, my name is Liliana Castañeda.
And were you able to hear the terms that I just stated to the court?
Yes.
Okay, and were you in agreement to those terms?
Yes.
Okay, and do you believe that they're in the best interest of your children?
Yes.
Lastly, once I type up the order, are you okay with me submitting it directly to the court without first sending it to you for review?
Yes, that's fine.
All right, thank you. Your Honor, I would like to pass this witness.
Okay, call your next witness.
Mr. Reyes, can you state your name for the record?
Yes, ma'am. Robert Reyes?
Okay, and were you able to hear me state the terms to the court?
Yes, ma'am.
Were these the terms that we agreed to?
Yes, ma'am, they were.
Okay, do you believe they're in the best interest of your children?
Yes, ma'am, they are.
Okay, and would you be okay with me submitting these orders directly to the court without first letting you review them?
Yes, that's fine.
Thank you very much. Your Honor, we would like to pass this witness, rest and close.
Okay, I have a quick question. Mr. Reyes and Ms. Castaneda, the only issue is the geographic restriction. Did you want me to hear that today, or did you want to go ahead and reserve that until February of next year?
To me, it's fine if you hear it today.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, did you need more time, or do you want me to hear that issue today?
No, that's fine today.
Okay, so the issue of geographic restriction is basically whether or not the children will be removed. So, Ms. Castaneda, the children live with you right now.
Yes.
Are you asking for a geographic restriction or to not have a geographic restriction?
Do not have the geographic restriction.
Okay, and why is that?
Because I'm not planning now, but in the future I want to move like to have a better job, a better life, don't stuck here. And I know if one day I want to move, he's not gonna assign me or have an agreement for me to move.
So but you said right now you don't have any job prospects outside of El Paso County or its contiguous counties?
No, right now I don't plan to move.
Okay.
Just
And
in the future.
understood. So the support system you have with your children, do they reside in El Paso County and the contiguous counties?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have an idea as to where you want to move, or that's just really sort of non-existent right now? It's just the possibility of moving in the future.
It's a possibility, like just in the future.
Perfect. And does Mr. Reyes already have a relationship with the children?
Yes, he has a relationship.
And is his support staff in El Paso County and surrounding counties?
Yes.
And do the children know their grandparents and tias and tios and things like that?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Reyes, I'm going to ask you the similar question.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're asking for there to be a geographic restriction to El Paso County or its contiguous counties, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And as
Okay,
a
and why would
reminder,
you believe-
guys, contiguous means counties that touch. So El Paso County is big, but it also encompasses all of the counties that touch El Paso. In a state like Texas, that is a large area. You know, it's really interesting where geographic restrictions are very unique to which jurisdiction they're in. This again is Texas. I'm sorry about clothes, washing machines breaking. Do you know that there's a laundry app, grammar school? Maybe, I don't know. I've just, somehow this lady came on my shorts feed where she there's like an app where you people will do your laundry for you at their house. They'll pick it up and bring it back. And she makes some decent money. I think she charges either by the pound or by the bag. And yeah, it's like an app that you go onto and set up, and then apparently it goes through, there's a laundry service app. It's for people to side hustle at their house and make money, but also maybe if you have 9 loads of laundry to do, maybe you should use the app on the other end and be a customer. Because you know what is expensive? The laundromat. What a nightmare. I'm so sorry that's happening. Anyways, we were talking about contiguous counties, counties that touch. So that's probably a large geographic area that she's already upset, sort of upset about.
That is to be in the best interest of your children.
Well, just because of the fact that we already have that relationship with our family, and I know by them leaving, they're gonna lose that with me and their grandparents. Also, I know it's gonna be a hassle for me to get them back whenever it's my turn, just because of the fact that I know how she is. So I don't want to go through the fighting and the police and all that, having for me to get my kids when I'm supposed to, if they do leave El Paso. And then it's going to be an extra burden on me having to pay their flights from wherever they are. And I just don't want them to lose that relationship with their grandparents.
I'm way West Coast, and I'm also Canadian. I live on Vancouver Island on the West Coast in Victoria. So that's a humble brag. Just saying. I think one of the apps is called Hamper, no E. But a lot of the stuff coming up for me is Canadian, so you'll have to do your searching. But yeah, good luck. And but I am definitely West Coast. That's where my accent comes from, by the way. Some people used to say I sound like I'm from Minnesota, but I don't think so.
And tios and tias and things like that.
Ms. Castañeda, do you have anything or any kind of response?
Yeah, like he only sees them like one day of the weekend, just Friday or Saturday. So they don't see him like often. So it's not gonna be a problem if you want to save. If we have a day, he needs to save them. I'm gonna be okay. I don't want to like have problems like he's saying.
Okay. Now, once I make my ruling, you can always appeal my decision. And after I sign the order, you have 3 days to appeal to the district court in a de novo appeal. And even if I grant it, doesn't mean that it prohibits her from leaving. She just needs to get a court order to do so, or if you both agree to that.
Okay.
So any last words from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so I will first and foremost approve and confirm the agreement as it was recited on the record here today, and it will now become the order of this court. With regards to the geographic restriction, I do believe it is in the best interest of the children for the geographic restriction to remain here in El Paso County and its contiguous counties. Entry for this order will be this Friday by noon. That concludes the hearing. Thank you.
Damn, she's the type of judge that after she's finished, you're out of bed. No linger. We're not lingering here. Thank God we have more hearings. One more. Time for one more.
El Paso County.
Another one.
The
Okay,
pleading
so
that
also Cellulite Yoga Pants makes a good point here that there's only one contiguous county to El Paso County because the other part is Mexico, is it? Is it Mexico or the ocean? I don't know. I don't look at the map down there as much. Mr. Polay, baby, hey. Sometimes I answer the phone. Hey, baby.
Before the court is the motion to strike pleadings. May I have announcements, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. George Manstrati on behalf of Mr. William Corretto. We're the movant on the motion to strike, and we're ready.
Jaime Gándara for Sonia Carreto. We have filed our response to the motion to strike, and we're ready.
Douglas Canal for the El Paso County Domestic Relations Office as original petitioner, ready to proceed.
Mr. Manstrati.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Your Honor, on November 4th, 2025, I filed a motion to strike. Specifically on the day before at 4:06 p.m., Mr. Gondara filed a response, and it's titled Response to Suit for Modification and Counter Petition and Cross Petition for Modification of the Child Support Order. With regards to the motion to strike, Your Honor, Rule 63 of the Texas Rules of Civil Procedures dictates that all responses, amended pleadings, or affirmative pleadings requested any relief shall be filed no later than 7 days prior to the date of trial. A final SAPSER hearing, which is today, was reset back from October 2nd, 2025, about 34 days before today's hearing. And to date, Mr. Gondara never filed any type of amended pleading. On September 22nd, 2025, I filed Mr. Gondara filed his entry of appearance. He didn't file any other counterclaim, cross-claim, anything like that. And then on October 17th, I filed my entry of appearance. Still from that point, Mr. Gondara had more than enough time to file any type of responsive pleadings, and he didn't. And only 3 days really before the trial date today did Mr. Gondara actually file his new motion. And in that cross action, he is asking for more than just a child support modification, which is what Mr. Knauf's office has already filed since the outset of this case. And so with that, Your Honor, we would ask the court to strike Mr. Gondara's pleadings because, number one, when he filed his action, he didn't file with a motion to leave. Only after I filed my motion to strike did Mr.
Actually, I contacted Mr. Knauf and asked him to put that up for Bill. Cellulite Yoga Pants, just so you know. Also, hello, Wenlaw. Good luck on your test. Hello, Sherry B. Fargan, sorry. I was going to call you Fastage. Fargan. Hello. A work test. That's fine. I'm always skeptical about work tests. My particular joy in life is finding typos in work courses or tests. Oh, that actually gets me going in life. Even on websites, like I'm such a loser.
Gondara subsequently file his motion for leave. His motion to leave is not set for a hearing today. His counterpetition is not set for a hearing today, Your Honor. And so I believe that the court has the absolute ability to strike Mr. Gondara's pleading and not allow Mr. Gondara to proceed on any of his requested relief, which is more than just a child support modification. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Gondara.
Your Honor, in all of our responsive pleadings, we're not asking for any more than a modification of the child support. None of what we filed is a surprise in any way to Mr. Carreto. The issues have to do primarily with the child, Olivia, who is autistic and has been determined again in May.
Your Honor, I'd object. That's hearsay.
Sustained. Continue, Mr. Allen.
Also, were we just gonna gloss over George Mansurete's wicked double camera zoom setup? Holy fuck! That's the first time I've ever seen that. That must be an extra feature on like Zoom Enhanced or something that he pays for as a lawyer and figured out how to use. Oh, I'm impressed, George. Or actually, I'd like to talk to George's assistant, who likely figured that out and set that up. George's assistant. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Also, I'm pretty sure it's 2 bikes behind Jaime. 2 bikes, which is a humble brag.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I don't understand the hearsay objection, and we're talking about the condition of the child and talking about documents regarding her autism and her condition. And the point is that Mr. Carreto is aware of ongoing things that have to do with Olivia, and this whole modification has to do with the child support, and Olivia is the one whose circumstances have changed since the initial order. And none of this comes as a surprise, and what's being litigated is in the best interest of both children, and particularly Olivia Carreto, and so I suggest that these pleadings need not be stricken. On the other hand, if the court's inclined, I don't object to a continuance if Mr. Carreto needs time to prepare for these things.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Canal.
The DRO takes no particular stance on the issue of the motion to strike or the counterpetition, except that the court should make a decision with regard to these in the best interest of the children.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Maserati, last word on your motion, please.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. With regards to the motion to strike, Mr. Gondara's pleading is asking the court to set child support for an indefinite period of time. I don't believe that Mr. Canal's pleadings have asked the court to do any such type of relief. And so that is absolutely surprise. Now, with Mr. Gondara's insinuation that this child is absolutely incapable of self-support, this is a small child. And so I don't think that the court at this venture would be able to determine whether child support after the age of 18 would be warranted at this point. That's more of an issue for the court to determine closer to when this child may age out. And even at the end of the day, if the child does age out of the order, there are remedies that are in the probate code for what we call guardianship. So, and as part of that, the support when a child is over the age of 18 is actually based off of both parents' income. But I think that that element, Your Honor, is just too early for the court to tell. If this child was 17 years old and 11 months, I think we might have a different story here. But those pleadings that Mr. Gondara filed absolutely work as surprise and without any type of discovery or anything like that onto the elements of support for a child that's incapable of self-support, we won't be ready for trial. And so if the court is inclined to deny the motion to strike, I would ask that the court reschedule today's hearing. I will draft and serve Mr. Gondara with some requests for productions, interrogatories, requests for admissions, and then I'll be more than happy to proceed after I receive thorough and complete responses to those discovery responses so I can accurately represent my client.
May I briefly respond, Your Honor?
Sure, I'll give you a brief moment. Go ahead.
I do not disagree with Mr. Monserrati on the fact that this may be too early to make that determination on permanent lifetime child support. So I agree on that issue, and would essentially abandon that issue for today's hearing if it's necessary. And again, I would say that if Mr. Monserrati wants a continuance, I would concur in that, continue it, and give him a chance to work on the issues that have to do with today's situation in Olivia.
Okay, so that being said, Mr. Monserrati, does that change anything?
It sounds like Mr. Gondara is only at this point asking for a child support modification for the two children, which we're okay with proceeding on today, Your Honor. So I think the court can grant the motion to strike, and then we'll proceed on Mr. Canal's pleadings before the court to resolve the child support issue today, and then we can be completely out of your hair.
Well, I don't want to waste anybody's time, but I just want to make sure the issues will be addressed. Mr. Canal, what is your take on everything?
I would want the court to be aware, though, that our pleadings came before the new cap on potential child support was entered, whereas the counterpetition came and request for modification came after. So I think if we don't strike theirs, then the cap is potentially higher than if it is struck, at which point it's the 9,200 instead of the 11,600 cap. And that may come into play in this case. So we just wanted to make sure the court was aware of that.
Well, I thought the cap came into play once you had a hearing. It doesn't really matter when you filed the pleading.
Oh, in which case, no, nothing further from the.
But I could be mistaken. Mr. Monserrati, did you have something you wanted to say?
My interpretation was that if it was prior to September 1, then we have to apply the old law rather than the new cap. That's what I'm interpreting. I don't think that it's retroactive to like a pleading that was filed in January of 2025.
Okay, just so that we don't, if that's going to be in play, Mr. Canal, then what are you suggesting? I don't want anybody to lose out on anything, and I also don't want to waste anybody's time.
Oh, just if the motion to strike is granted, then it's our pleadings that we're running under, in which case the 9,200 cap applies. If it's not struck, then we have an independent request for modification from Mr. Gondara under the 11,600 cap. And so potentially child support could be set above the prior cap if the court makes findings that's appropriate. So it all comes down to whether the motion to strike is granted or not.
All right, okay.
Your Honor, may I interject again based on this issue?
Yes, sir.
It's a good point, and I think essentially would bear a continuance of the case, and I'm willing to redraw pleadings to focus only on what we're looking at if that's what we need to do. And that way, Mr. Mansurati and I will both have time to look at the issue of the cap and everything else.
I think you're on, and sorry, I'll wait until you ask.
No, go ahead. I mean, I'm debating on what I'm gonna do. Go ahead.
You know, Judge, and I've had this come up one time with Judge Bramblett's court. We ended up agreeing, myself and the other attorney, and what we did was, because pleadings were filed prior to the new cap coming in, so when the court considered retro support, because it had been like, we had gone to court, I think it was like early in October, but the pleading had been filed in July. We set the child support based on the old cap for 1 month at the retro, and then for after September 1, it had to be based on whatever the new cap was. But that was something that we had two competing motions to modify. One was filed pre-cap new, one was filed post-new cap. So that's kind of how we had to deal with it. But
No
that was
cap.
only strictly
Actually,
for retro
cap.
support, because the new amount had to
I wrote it
carry
down, but I haven't
after
wrote it up.
September 1. But this is my 2 cents on it.
I'm testing out my
Understood.
hair. What looks good with a toque? I'll be wearing a toque all day.
Mr. Gondeta, where's the counter petition? I'm trying to find that one in Odyssey, and I can't find it.
I don't think it's been accepted through the e-filing.
Oh, okay. Wonder why. But it came in with your motion to restrike to the court.
It did, because Mr. Gondeta filed it on November 3rd at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then when I came in the morning, I filed my motion to strike.
And was this at the court's email or it had to be the court's email.
Oh my god, I
Iris,
think
can
I
you
got
help
it.
me find
Now
the
you
pleading?
fucking
I'm
talk.
having a hard time
Oh,
finding
Judge,
it.
I'm French
Judge,
braiding
and that's
my
what I was
hair,
looking
and I
at. I
can't
don't
do
think we
that.
ever
I don't know
received a
how, but
copy
I
of
think I
that
did
counter.
somehow.
The email that Mr. Maserati sent was just his motion.
It's my motion, my hair motion. Let's see. I
Not
can't
sure
see
if
what
a
it looks-
copy
oh my
of
God, I bet
that
it looks good.
counter could be sent to the
It
court's
feels
email.
good.
I can put it, I think, in a chat at this point, can I not?
I believe so,
I
yes,
don't
sir.
even know how to do that, and I just did it. What the fuck? I find that so funny. A merkin is for your special place. A toque is a beanie.
So if what I'm hearing, other than the issue of the indefinite support, which is moot at this point,
Which is what I'll
it's
be
still
wearing.
just a motion to
And yes, we
modify
wear
current
these
support
inside.
obligation,
Oh my god.
correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
I guess I just have to leave my hair like that.
Correct, Your Honor, because I think it's going to be.
It feels so good. Can I see? I can't see myself. This is like the mirror conundrum where you can't actually see yourself. I'll take a picture.
Okay, I'm gonna deny the motion to strike.
Judge. Rude.
That being said, what did you want to do today, gentlemen?
Ooh, not on my forehead.
Mr. Monserrate, you want to go or you want to give it some time?
Well, Your Honor, is Mr. Gondeta abandoning the request for child support based on a child that might be incapable of self-support. Is that what I understand?
That's my understanding too. So I'm not going to hear that issue of indefinite support.
As long as that issue is being abandoned, I'm okay with resolving the whole case right now, Your Honor.
Mr. Gondara, are we on the same page?
Well, I believe so, and I think that we have sufficient information right now for proceeding in Olivia's best interest. I've got another pair of documents to submit that I'm going to do right now.
Okay, so then right now, that's going to conclude the hearing on the motion to strike. I'm going to give you gentlemen an opportunity to work out what you need to. I'm not going to hear indefinite support.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
That's it. That's all. I don't even think I can cover this up with a toot because I'm so proud of it. My attempt at a French braid. A Merkin, you know, Kim Kardashian was recently selling Merkin panties. As we all know, I don't wear panties. This makes it a way bigger problem when you get a hole in your pants, by the way. But that's a secondary topic. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being friends. I like it. I love our little family. Grammar school, I hope that your laundry situation gets sorted out. You made me laugh. Maybe I should quit YouTube and do laundry. I've been looking. Why do you think YouTube sent me that on my algorithm? Adam, have a great rest of your day. I know things will turn around, and I'm so glad that you aren't dwelling on it. I love you. I know you can do it. Bill, absolutely happy birthday. Seriously, enjoy it. You are a special friend around here, and we really love having you. So thank you so much. Please enjoy your birthday. Happiest of birthdays from me to you. And in the meantime, do me a favor. I'm all backwards. Do me a favor. Remember that I love you and I'm proud of you, and I will see you in the next video tomorrow. Okay, bye. Bye, guys. Bye.
Ways down and ready to ride.